Okay, picture this. A young man vanishes without a trace on his 21st birthday. 5 years go by, and a woman returns to her hometown, a place that's basically dying on its feet. And at the very heart of it all, 3 creepy, abandoned houses, each one holding a piece of a dark puzzle. Let's dive into the haunting mystery of Carolyn Ridge.
So the story we're digging into today comes from the pages of Jane Harper's incredible thriller Last One Out. It just drops you right into this community that's been totally hollowed out by secrets, set against a landscape scarred by a lot more than just the passing of time. And as the tagline warns us, in this town, no one stays forever.
You know, this quote just perfectly nails the feeling of coming back to Carolyn Ridge. It's a place that actually jolts you. Every corner, every old landmark, it now carries this charge of loss and decay. It's supposed to be a homecoming, but it feels more like you're wandering through a ghost town.
So let's start right there, with our main character, Ro Crowley. We're with her as she drives back into the town she used to call home. But what she finds, well, it's not the town she remembers, not even close.
And this is the first thing that hits her, just how much has changed. She remembers this vibrant, lively place. I mean, she got married under this beautiful steel archway at the entrance to a green, lush orchard. The town sign actually welcomed people. The pub was the absolute heart of the community. But the Carolyn Ridge she's driving into now, it's just a shell. The arch is gone, the trees are dead, and that welcome sign is just a ghost of faded paint.
And the evidence is literally everywhere she looks. There's an abandoned trampoline, just rusting away in someone's yard, a big chain and padlock on the community hall. The medical clinic where she used to work has its windows covered up by yellowing newspaper that's been there for 3 years. But the real kicker? The pub, the Black Creek Inn, is dark and completely closed. On a Thursday night, something that would have been totally unthinkable just a few years back.
To really understand where all this decay is coming from, we've got to rewind 5 years to the one event that cast this long, dark shadow over the entire town, a central, chilling mystery. So here's the rundown. 5 years ago, a young guy drives a rental car out to this set of abandoned properties. 5 hours later, his parents find the car. It's locked. His laptop and notebook are still sitting inside, but he was gone, and he has never, ever been seen since.
And right at the center of his disappearance are these 3 houses. Now, they're not just buildings, they're almost like characters in this story, and each one has its own specific, unsettling personality of decay.
First, you've got the old Weatherboard farmhouse. This one is just exposed. The front door is completely missing, leaving what the book calls a vacant rectangle of space, just gaping open, totally vulnerable to whatever the world throws at it. Then you've got the White Cottage. From a distance, it almost looks kind of pretty until you get closer. It's being literally strangled by these thick, snaking ivy vines that are just wrapped around the walls, choking its features and eating it from the inside out.
And finally, the sandstone bungalow. This one is blinded. It's been sealed off on purpose with wooden panels nailed tight across its windows like a blindfold. So you have exposed, strangled, and blinded. 3 houses sitting there in the silence, just waiting.
You see, these houses are symptoms of a much deeper sickness in the town. They didn't just fall into ruin all by themselves. Something is actively poisoning Carolyn Ridge, and it's been doing it for a long, long time.
Think back to the day the young man disappeared. He heard something, and he felt it too. A constant low hum in the air. A sound that just wasn't natural. One that seemed to rattle around inside his head. So what was it?
The Lenser coal mine. It's the source of the noise. It's the source of the bad air. And it's the source of the town's slow, agonizing death. From up on the ridge overlooking the valley, the mine isn't just a part of the landscape, it is the landscape. A monstrous, dark stain that has just carved up the earth and seems like it's trying to swallow everything around it, including the town's entire future.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the present day. Ross Crowley's return isn't just about facing a dying town. It's also about confronting her own past, and specifically, her relationship with her ex-husband, Griff.
And their whole dynamic is captured perfectly in that physical distance. You've got Griff up on the ridge, literally watching over the town, and watching her through a pair of binoculars. And then you have Ro, down in the valley, knowing she's being watched. They are connected, but so separate. A man on a lookout and a woman in the ruins below.
So when Griff asks her to meet him up on that ridge, Ro makes a really telling choice. She could take the direct route, right? The one that would lead her right past those 3 houses. But she doesn't. Instead, she adds 15 minutes to her drive. She takes the long way around, actively avoiding the scene of the crime. That tells you just how deep these wounds still are.
Ro's thinking about her memory of a younger Griff here. But this quote, it really speaks to the entire story. The past in Carlin Ridge is exactly like that. A fleeting glimpse of something important that's already gone, and all it leaves behind is a trail of regret.
So, as we start to wrap this up, what we're left with is a town that's full of ghosts and a landscape that's hiding its secrets right there in plain sight, buried in the dust. And this leaves us with these huge, nagging questions. What really happened to that young man 5 years ago? Why has Ra, who clearly finds his place so painful, decided to come back now of all times? And what other secrets is this dying town holding about the real human cost of that giant coal mine?
You know, the first investigators on the scene found the young man's boot prints in the dust. Get this, there was one set leading toward the houses and one set leading away, but he never made it back to his car. So in a place that's defined by decay and people leaving, the final question is, what is the last secret that is yet to emerge from the ruins of Carillon Ridge?